So last week, Lucid Motors was down 5.54%, but is up 6.4% over the last month. On the chart, it appears there's a flag pattern forming, suggesting there could be a breakout on the horizon, either to the upside or the downside. So in this video, I'm going to look at the price action for the last few weeks and offer some commentary on where Lucid might go next. Let's take a look. Now, if you enjoy my analysis of Lucid Motors or other stocks, please consider signing up to my email newsletter where I trade professional trading tips to help you make more profits trading stocks. Check out the link in the description below. So we can see on screen, Lucid Motors is in a long-term downtrend. However, in the past 6 to 9 months, it looks as if that trend is slowing down and price is starting to find some support and move sideways. Now, since the peak of 443 during August last year, Lucid has fallen into this low here of around about $1.94. It's come back up in a counter trend, tried twice to break through this level of 362 and fallen back down to once again find support around about $1.94. So right now it looks as if price is compressing, and normally when that happens, price is about to break out either one way or another. Now, before I mark up exactly what might happen with this breakout, I want to look at the big picture and mark up some key price levels to understand where Lucid is trading in terms of its overall price action. So first level I want to mark up is this price peak here of around 443, where Lucid traded up and found resistance during August last year. Next level I want to mark up is this potential support level of around $1.92. Now we can see price traded down from that previous peak here, down into this level here and found support back in November 2024. And more recently, it has traded up, tried twice to break through this level here, 363, and come back down once again to find support around about 192. So from that price action, it's clear that there is a resistance level inside this price action here around about 362. So we'll mark that up. And also we can see that Lucid found some short-term support around this level here of 228. So let's mark that one up as well. So now with these levels on the chart, we can see that currently Lucid is trading in between this level here of 228 and this upper level here of 360. Now, it does look as if since it's come back to test around about this 194 level, it's starting to move up and form a short-term uptrend. Now, we know that the overall trend is downwards long-term, so this could be a short-term counter trend, and it might find resistance at this level here. However, we do have a flag pattern forming. So we can see, since this peak here in August 2024, we've got the lows getting lower. So we've got consecutive lower lows. And then conversely, since price came back to find support here, we have got a number of higher lows moving up and compressing price into this zone here around about 265. Now, what generally happens when you get this flag pattern forming is that price compresses and then either breaks out to the upside or the downside. So if price breaks out to the upside, we might get something like this. Price breaking out and finding resistance around about this 443 level, coming back, facing a bit of selling pressure, finding support once again at 362. And then if the buyers are keen to take the price higher, price will once again break through this level and start to move up. In contrast, the reverse can also happen with these flag patterns. So price might fall away and break out to the downside. So it might break out here, move to around the 193 support before there's a brief rally back up to 226 before price falls away again, breaking that support level of 194 and Lucid moves lower. Of course, the third scenario is price just keeps moving sideways and starts consolidating before either a move up or down. Now you can see I've just extended this line here back up to include this price peak here, just to indicate that the overall longer term trend is downwards for Lucid Motors. You can see you've got consecutive lower peaks moving down towards this point. If price has run out of steam here since this short-term counter trend, this peak might be the last peak before price starts moving lower and we do see a breakout to the downside, effectively having another move downwards like this price action here, where it moved from 441 down into 194. Based on the long-term trend, it does appear that this might be the most likely scenario, unless there's some sort of catalyst to attract investors back in. It could be positive earnings, it could be something in the news that comes out to attract new investors back in to push the price back up. But at the moment, it does look as if Lucid is going to maintain the longer term downtrend. But price will confirm in the next few weeks. Based on what's happening now, it looks as if this is a short-term counter trend, just like this movement up here. You can see it moved up and tried to break 360, had a brief rest, some selling pressure, tried again to hit 360, got rejected. Now it's fallen away. So it might come back up. It might come back up here. It might break out and once again test this 360 level. This does appear to be a level of short to medium term resistance. So if price breaks out, it might meet resistance here. If it breaks through, it would have to get through 443 to prove that it has the momentum to keep moving up. And of course, from this level here, you have got a big range before there's the next level of resistance. So potentially a breakout from here, you'd have to get through these levels of resistance for it to move up. I think this first one is going to be critical, then 443, then $6 corresponding to the low back in Jan 22, and then this big level here of $17. This is a big level. There's lots of potential here. If price breaks through this level, it does look as if there's not much resistance before it gets to this level. So in effect, you've got a tripling of the price between this level here and this level here. So, I mean, obviously long term, this would be a great point to get in, knowing that price is moving up. Once it's in a trend and it breaks this level, there's a good chance it's going to move up to this level unobstructed. So short term, Lucid has got a few challenges. The first one is there's going to be resistance at the bottom of this trend line as the flag pattern's forming. So if it can break this resistance here, it would then have to break this level here of 360 to prove buyers are in control and price is moving up. After 360, the next level will be 443 and $6 and so on. So the next few weeks are going to show which way Lucid is going to move. Is it going to move to the upside and challenge these levels here? Or will it move to the downside? Break this short-term trend line here and then potentially come down and find support at this key level of 194. Only time will tell. The chart will tell us which direction Lucid is going. Right now, the technicals in TradingView indicate a sell, and the analyst rating for the fundamentals are looking at neutral. Based on the chart, we know we've got a long-term downtrend, but it does appear the long-term downtrend is slowing down since around about April last year. We can see it's come down, found a low there, another leg down. It's tried twice to break this level here. So far, price has held around about 190, which is promising. The question is this a basing pattern? Is 194 a basing pattern for the next move up? Will it break out here and start to move up? Or potentially, is there more risk to the downside? Is there another leg down like this here from this point, which would see Lucid move from here probably down to around 194 and potentially break a new level? So you can see I've marked up the short-term box here, just showing that the last time it came up to the trend line and fell away in this last leg down, it did fall around 60%, okay? So what might happen, and this is a bearish scenario, a bearish case, if this short-term counter trend here is the same as here, and it also falls 58%. That would see Lucid falling through this support line here and into a price of around $1.27. That would be the bearish case if these support levels don't hold over the next 6 to 12 weeks. At the moment, it does look as if there is support here around about 193. So if this level holds, then price is more likely to move up. But we must see a breakout of this downtrend line here to confirm buyers are coming back in and they want to take the price higher. Next few weeks are going to be critical for Lucid, and we'll see how this plays out. Thanks for watching.